Well, today we have two wonderful friends with us who are going to be sharing with us about New Mexico's Kids Consignment. And you may say, what is that? Well, we're going to learn a little bit about that today. We're glad to have with us Rick and Jenny Ferguson. Thanks for taking time to share with us today on Spectrum.
Thank you for having us. Thanks for being with us.
We're always glad to learn new things, and I think what we're going to learn about today is going to be pretty interesting. So I guess the place to start is really to say, what is New Mexico Kids Consignment, and why did you start that? Do you have a background story, how you got involved with children's consignment?
Well, when my kids were little, they've gotten a little older now, but when they were little and they were toddlers, we had an abundance of clothing and items for them, and they still had a lot of life in them. We wanted to figure out how to get rid of them and help other families as well. We started with a yard sale and discovered that didn't work very well because most of the people that come and shop either want to spend $25 on a great outfit, or it's just not they're not into kids right now. That's not their part of their life.
And I would think you'd have a lot of people looking for antiques and
probably your furniture
and things. Okay.
Or you're wanting it for a dime or,
Right.
Like
so I packed everything up and I put it in 5 garbage bags and I took it to a local storefront who buys children's items and just to help get rid of it. And they went through my bags and found one item that they wanted and paid me $1.50 for it.
Oh my goodness.
So I was still stuck with 5 bags of clothing and items, and I'm not sure what to do with it. Then our neighbor came to me at some point and said, hey, I have this consignment event, and would you be interested in participating? So I took all of our items and I prepared them, tagged them, entered them into this consignment event, and went out and helped them as well to earn a little bit more commission. And I was completely blessed. I was able to not only sell probably 80 to 90% of what I had for outfits between $2 to $5, as well as being able to buy for both of my kids, and I still made money.
That's wonderful.
So it was a win-win all the way around.
Very much so.
That's good. When I think of consignment, I think of furniture, items for your house. I very seldom think of clothing, especially children's clothing.
Right.
Maybe adult clothing, but not children's. So that's a great, great concept. Great idea.
So you guys are an event-based organization or business. So tell us about New Mexico Kids Consignment events, because that's what you do, right?
Sure. And you've been doing it since 2013, is that right?
2014.
2014.
We actually founded our business in February 2014. And by May of 2014, we had our first event. And of course, our first event, we had to get the word out. It was a small event, so we started out with, I think, 28 consigners for that event, which is good for, a first event. We probably had, maybe a couple hundred shoppers, and but it was a great event, and we've just seen tremendous growth since then, and we're currently, I think we have 72 consigners for our current event signed up already. We still have almost the rest of the week to still sign up. And so we anticipate somewhere between 75 to 100 consigners for this event.
Now, Rick, I'm kind of curious now, because you mentioned, Jenny, that you went to like a store that kind of did this kind of thing, didn't work out as well, but you guys do events. Now, is there a reason that you just said, hey, let's do this in an event format versus doing a store format? Does it give people time to get their stuff together and recollect and retag it? What's the reasoning?
Well, that's a great question, and I'm glad you asked that, because we have found that for an event like this, we're able to pull in a large amount of people over the course of our 2-day public event plus our 1-day private event that we have for our consigners. We sell also a few pre-sale passes for that event. But we found that over the course of that event, we're able to move a whole lot more inventory.
Quickly, then?
Quickly,
instead of having to drag it out?
Exactly.
Okay.
And so
since it's kids focused too, we're able to just bring in families that are looking for that as well.
Instead of just, hey, okay, come to this consignment store and you'll find a variety of things. This is very specific.
Right.
Okay.
Well, and we do have a variety of things. It's not just the clothing.
Okay.
But it's not going to be like, antique furniture or something like that.
Right.
It's going to be more specific.
It's very specific. So we have a very targeted audience that we're marketing to through all of our different means of marketing, Facebook, the kids magazine. We put flyers out. We put 10,000 some flyers out throughout the Albuquerque area.
Amazing.
And so, yeah, we're able to pull in that targeted marketing, targeted market of people that are looking specifically for those children's items.
Well, tell us, what is consignment, and what does someone need to have to sell at your event? Are there specifics, or what is consignment?
If somebody gets there, what are they going to see?
Well, consignment, of course, it means that you still own the items that, and we're just selling them for you on a consignment basis. So they're your items until we sell them for you. So people are able to go to our website, nmkidsales.com. They're able to register as a consignor with us. They pay a small $15 registration fee, which helps to cover that online tagging system that we have.
Sure.
They're able to go in. They're assigned a unique consignor number, so all of their items are tracked specifically to them. So at the end of the event, we're able to track what specifically of theirs sold, and so we're able to pay them out based on their items that sold.
Okay.
They enter their items into inventory. They put a brief description of what those items are. They set the price that they're looking for. We have recommendations, of course, on our website to help guide them as far as what to how to price.
Because otherwise, you might have one person that's going to say, "Hey, this thing is $1." The next person says it's worth $5.
Right. So we give them some guidance, but ultimately it's their decision. We also give them the option at the end of the event, our last day, we have a half-off sale.
Okay.
So they can choose by per event or per item whether they want to discount that item or not. So if they ultimately just want the item out of their house, they can choose to participate in that, and that helps to make that last push to sell those items. And then at the ultimate end, we have partnered with Joy Junction.
Oh, good.
And so they have the option at the end, if they just want the things out of their house, Joy Junction will come in and pick those items up, and so they're blessed by supporting that organization.
Now, do they have to be present at the event, or no? That's what all the tagging system is, with numbers, or would someone have to be there?
That's the great thing is they have the option. They can, schedule their appointment to drop off their items. We take items in Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening, as well as Thursday morning, and then we set up the floor, and it very much looks like a retail of shopping experience. But certainly, Jenny and I, we can't do this ourselves, so we do, need help. But they have the option. They, if they don't have the time, they're not able to come and help, they can drop them off, and they don't have to be there.
Wow.
And then they can just come at the end and certainly pick up their items. So we incentivize people to come and help.
Right.
So by signing up for a shift, we do 4-hour shifts. People can sign up for those shifts online on that tagging system. And by helping a 4-hour shift, they get an additional 5% commission.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Jenny, tell us, what kind of things would folks expect to see? You mentioned clothes. Is that it? Are they going to see furniture? Are they going to see shoes? What are they going to see?
Just about anything a kid might use, you'll be finding here. So we do have an abundance of clothes as well. Most of the shoppers will find 30 to 70% off of retail prices. You'll find books. We even have a book vendor who comes in and drastically discounts brand new books.
Oh, okay.
We have toys, nursery equipment, bath, decorations for your nursery. Yeah. In addition to your typical baby gear, your strollers, your high chairs, your swings, your jumpers, and just everything you can imagine. Toys, bikes.
Does it only go through age 3, 5? How old of things will you find for?
You'll find items from infants all the way through teens.
Wow.
And we actually have maternity items as well. So, for that stage of mom, while she's going through her maternity, we have some of those maternity items as well.
Now, do you charge an admission fee?
We don't. We don't charge an admission fee to get into our event to shop. However, we are at Expo New Mexico. We're in the School Arts building at Expo New Mexico. And they do charge a parking fee to get in to park. It's $5.
Okay.
And what are the dates for your event? It's coming up soon.
It is. It's coming up very soon. Our public event is Friday, March 11th. That's our regular public sale. March 12th is our half-off sale. And so Friday, the hours of that are from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay.
Saturday, we're open from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And again, many of the items there are marked half price.
Excellent opportunity for folks who'd like to either A, get involved with getting some things out of your house and maybe making some money, or B, finding some things that you could use at a wonderful price. Coming up 2 weekends away, so it's going to be really close at Expo New Mexico. Don't miss out on the New Mexico Kids Consignment. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.